Hey, you'll listen to another show on the 4-Odd Radio Network. For more shows, you can go and check out 4oddradio.com. How they say?
This 4-Eyed Radio production is brought to you by America Joy Print Shop. All your printing needs taken care of in one convenient place. Visit americajoy.com for business cards, flyers, banners, decals, car wraps, and more. Visit americajoy.com.
Hey everybody, what's happening? This is Nancy, your host of Appropriately Inappropriate.
Co-host, bitch.
Co-host? I'm so sorry. I was going to say, and across from me is...
Kevin, because I'm a co-host.
We're co-people.
You're such a cunt. Over to my right, we have a special guest in this week. He is a comedian, a fellow comic. He is a cool dude. But the greatest thing is we don't even really know each other. So it's badass to have him in and get to know him. Michael Turner's in the building.
How we doing?
He's in the studio.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have a fucking good time today. You can say whatever you want. You can swear and say racist things.
Used cunt once, so that was shocking.
Oh, that's his go-to
Yeah, that's my
word.
go-to.
So
I'm not uncomfortable with the word, but I don't utilize it.
Why?
I don't know.
Because I think it's wrong for women to get super offended by it.
I understand if they do, though.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Doesn't it just feel wrong? I don't know.
It used to, but
It
we know
feels
each other
so
pretty
right.
well.
Yeah,
So.
if you use it enough, that's right. That's true.
Well, you know what? I think if anybody else said it to me, I'd be like, what the fuck? Someone just called me that.
Exactly.
But it's
Why?
Kevin, so...
There's some familiarity with the individual.
Yeah, my husband
I'll
and
try
Kevin
and
told me
stop. I'll try.
No, you use it as much as you can. Yeah, we met. You saw me do a random open mic.
Yep.
And that's usually easy to dominate and differentiate.
Right.
It was funny there.
No, dude, so...
That's a great forum to think somebody's funny.
So as everybody knows, I'm getting back into stand-up. Went to an open mic at Stand Up Scottsdale, and...
Your timing was all off.
It was. I told you.
I'd say mediocre at best.
I told you it was, man. You're such a dick already. I love it.
I know.
He's a cunt.
You invited me. You don't know me, bro.
Michael went after me.
Did I?
And yeah.
I do that.
Because you bashed on one of my jokes.
Oh, sure.
My joke about yearbooks.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So I was like, why aren't yearbooks fucking corporate America?
And then I said it's called Facebook.
Yeah. It's called, and I was like, that motherfucker. I
He had,
hate
like, a
this
smart
son
yearbook.
of a bitch. But then you won me over as you kept going.
That's what I do. I offend people, and then I win them over.
That's
Last
the best
night,
way to do
I
it.
did a show. I headlined at a great local Phoenix. It's actually in Tempe, I should say. Monkey Pants. Every Thursday, Jamie Sanderson and Steve Merrick run a show, and they had me headline last night. And I come up, and within the first couple minutes, I just go after this guy right in the front row.
The best, man.
And he was not cool with it, but at the same time, afterwards, I talked to him, and I bought him a beer. And
that'll smooth things over with anybody.
But he was having fun. He was laughing and stuff, but that's kind of my style, which I dabble with. Just
your style's cool, man. And again, I've only seen you the one time. So is it like what I saw that night, where you're real relaxed up there, and it's not? Man, I don't know how to explain it. I think with me it's just kind of nonstop talking, just and I'm in your face,
pause.
which is a little ridiculous. And I'm trying to stop. Again, I have to get comfortable with it again. But
yeah, first of all, that was the first time you've done it in a while.
7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was remarkable for not having done it in 7 years. It is not easy, is what I've realized. My approach is just do and do and do again, and just try to figure it out. And my mentality when I started it this April will be 2 years, actually.
Okay.
So I'm still young in it, but I do think that I have a natural voice that people they think I've been doing it longer than I have, which is whatever, I'll take it. But it's definitely I want to be myself up there. My big mentality the first year was get up there enough where you're comfortable on stage, because the biggest thing is you're not comfortable in your own skin on stage. You've got people watching you that you don't know, strangers judging you. So it's weird up there. So my mentality was get up on stage enough where you are comfortable with being yourself. And myself is a pretty calm dude. I'm quick-witted. I'm quick to make fun of something that I notice. But also, when I'm making fun of somebody, I never want it to be too malicious. The one person I want to laugh the hardest is the person I'm making fun of.
Yeah, man, for sure.
That's good advice.
And so it's hard to do. I'm not saying it's easy, but I don't know. The way I grew up, I don't know. I always have been one to come with the comeback very quickly. And
Good.
so-
That's good, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask, to get to know you a little bit in your comedy. This is a comedy podcast.
I haven't laughed once.
No shit, man. What made you? I don't want to say the stupid cliche question. What made you get into comedy? But it is that question. Like, what made you, or what wanted you? Have you always had that feeling? Me coming up in it, I started at a young age, and then started stand up when I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that was just something I always wanted to do. And Nancy can attest, we went to elementary school together. Like, I was the class clown and just got a fucking kick out of people laughing, making people laugh. Like, for you, was it the same thing, or did it something that gradually hit you as you got older? What was it that got you the itch?
I think so. Yeah, that's a loaded question.
Yeah,
Because,
for sure.
I mean, it's always different for everybody. I was definitely class clown, high school. Well, we're talking about your yearbook joke. So my yearbook, what
Your
were those
seamless
things
superlative?
called? Like, yeah,
Yeah, man.
superlative was most likely to be on SNL, and
That's awesome.
that type of stuff. Yeah,
So when you're famous, you get to say that.
right, when I'm on SNL hosting. Hopefully, I'm the first black person that they.
Nancy thought you were black when we pulled up. Michael Turner, that sounds like a black guy.
Occasion. I share my name with the African American running back for the Atlanta Falcons who recently retired.
Or
if he hasn't, he should. He's unemployed though.
That's
for a
crazy.
reason.
He was so good for
So
a while.
good. Tree trunks for thighs.
Yeah. God, I love his thighs.
But I. So that was the senior superlative, SNL. Like, I've always known, I'm the class clown. If I'm in a work environment, I'm always that guy in the work environment that is, just the goofball, and I'm, in the serious meeting of the week making jokes. So people always have laughed at me, or with me, I hope. And so but I do remember growing up watching that documentary, The Comedian. Have you
Yeah,
seen that?
with Seinfeld and Orly Adams.
So and I remember always thinking when I was growing up, like, I could do comedy. I'll do comedy. I would love to do that eventually, make people laugh. And I watched that, and that turned me off from comedy so much, because remember how they were grinding, man.
It was very different.
It looked miserable.
But Seinfeld, already established, was like, I got to do another stand-up tour, and he immediately went on Letterman, like, to do his set and bullshit.
Right.
And then you got Orly, who nobody knows,
right.
and he's grinding his ass off, going nowhere. He's still kind of nowhere.
He's still grinding.
Yeah.
I've seen him. He's good.
He is good.
I don't, he's good actually now, but
He's been
still
fucking
grinding.
doing it forever. But you're right. There is that thing in stand-up where you need to decide at some point when you're doing it. Because when you first start doing it, and Nancy, you haven't performed yet, but I know you want to. You're a good writer.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Get out there.
She's actually a really good writer. She writes good stuff. She just hasn't taken to the stage yet. But when you do it, it's like, can I do it? I'll give it a shot. And you sit in the back of the club for fucking 6 months like, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it.
Right.
And then finally like, fuck it, dude, I got to find out. So you go do it, and whether you're good or bad, you get that feeling of like, that was fucking incredible. If you love comedy and want to do it. And it's the biggest high in the world. You can drink alcohol, you can do drugs. The greatest high you'll know as a comic is being on that stage. And when you get off the stage, it's the biggest adrenaline rush as a comic you'll ever get. That's why we continue to do it.
I would agree with that completely.
Yeah.
And I've done drugs. So I agree with you completely. But
hold on. So what I'm saying is, you need to make that conscious thought in your mind of, look, I just want to be a stand-up comic.
Right.
What happens extra to that, acting, writing for TV shows, anything else, that's great. Mm-hmm. But the only way to make it work is to accept that I'm a stand-up comic. I'll take these jobs. I'll fucking have a hell of a time on stage.
Well, and you look at fame, a lot of my idols in comedy are not comedians anymore. I mean, Eddie Murphy evolved from that, and like Steve Martin evolved from that. But at the core of all these huge talents, it always comes back to stand-up comedy.
Yep.
Like, I was talking to a writer, my buddy from high school. He just posted on Facebook yesterday saying he's going to quit his job and become a freelance writer.
Yeah.
And I was in his corner. I messaged him and said, "That is awesome. I'm pulling for you." And I told him maybe you should try stand-up, because I do think that there is something that you can learn on that stage about, I don't know if it's self-realization or something. I just feel like since I've done it, I've learned more about myself than at any other time in my life.
Yeah.
And there's another moment that you can be so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
It is.
It is awesome for some people. It's scary, but putting yourself in a vulnerable situation and seeing what you're really made of, I think you can learn so much about yourself.
For sure. And that's what, you get into comedy, and at first, I think every comic starts out the same way. And Nance, because I know that you're writing jokes, and that's part of it. So you sit there and write these jokes, and when you go up on stage, you're real technical with it. I wrote this joke. This is how it's supposed to go. This is what it is. But it doesn't relate to you really that much at all. It's something that maybe you observed or that you think is funny, and maybe people will laugh at it. It's very technical. When you get comfortable on stage, such as I saw Michael is extremely comfortable on stage, you get to know yourself, and you start talking more relatable things and talking about your life. You're more comfortable with opening up and bullshitting about yourself and just life itself.
Oh, sure.
That's where I think it comes from. And what you said earlier now I'm getting more comfortable on stage, and I'm, talking about, like, that's what it's about. The more you do it.
Yeah.
You can go to comedy classes, which I don't believe in, but some people do it.
No.
You can go to comedy classes and get some stage time. The biggest thing any comic will ever tell you, if you want to get any better, is get stage time and get your ass up there. Funny or not,
hours.
just get your fucking ass up there and do it.
Okay, well, let me ask you guys a question, because you mentioned earlier that Kevin's timing was off. And to master that or be better at timing, do you look for audience reaction, or how do you get comfortable with timing? What makes timing better? Is it like just slowing down, or do you look for reactions?
It's always going to be just getting up, and doing the same bit in a different way, pausing. I think what I noticed from him is you did have all this stuff you wanted to say, and you just burned through it, right? And you just said it. It is almost like you said it just to say it, which is what open mics are for. First of all, a lot of times the first time
and your
you say
time,
it,
right? It's usually
you've got like 5 minutes, and but the timing stuff that comes. You just sometimes just know it's a feeling thing. Sometimes you're just like,
it's a
you should
performing
pause.
thing. I mean, it's an acting thing as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and it's just feeling when to pause and knowing that the crowd needs to either. Sometimes a pause is the punchline.
Yeah.
You need to
that's
have.
the weird thing about it too. Sometimes
you need to be comfortable with silence on stage.
Oh yeah.
So I would imagine
very hard.
In the beginning, it's very hard.
It is very hard.
And
so,
that's
I'm
true.
coming from a place, and this is to cover my ass. I'm not such a shitty comic. But so I took 7 years off, and at the time I took off, I wasn't having 5 minutes. I had 20 minutes, a night. So I could pace myself, and I had the pace down, and I could get everything I wanted to say across, which was great. Now, after 7 years, I'm back at it. I'm rusty as fuck. It's like playing basketball every day for 8 years. You get good at it, and then you take 7 years off. You grab a basketball. Dude, you suck.
If I take a week off, I'm rusty.
It does. It gets rusty. But so then it's like, dude, you got... And at that night, he's like, you got 3 minutes, and if you're doing all right, then we'll give you 4 and maybe 5. So I'm like, fuck, 3 minutes... to get through the shit that's in my head. It's like this is my first time back after so long, dude. I was a wreck up there. But it's all learning again.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're given 3 minutes. Take that 3 minutes and make it work with what you got. And I knew I fucked. I knew everything I did wrong from the get-go.
But you got to get up there.
Yeah.
You got to fail. That's the craziest thing about it is that you actually succeed in failure.
Dude,
if you do it right.
horribly.
But as long as you can look at it and say, this is where I bombed, this is what I need to do next time, and this is what I'll try to be better at. You got to do that. The first 6 months that you're coming back, you should fail you'll probably fail almost every time.
Oh, yeah.
To the degree that you failed the first time, I hope not.
Yeah.
Because that's just consistent failure. And then you might want to go listen to Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror and figure some things out. But it's all about growth. And to
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say back to that timing thing and learning that. That's all it is just getting up and you learn it.
Yeah.
You figure it out.
You and I had a conversation after, and it was about the crowd. So, and I think we said, I had said it's never the crowd that sucks, because each individual comic can go up to a shitty crowd and you can gain the crowd. And then you half agreed with me, half didn't. And I say that only because in my experience, there's been shitty crowds, and one comic comes up and just slaughters them and slays. And I think it is based on the comic and their confidence and their cadence. Now, in your almost 2 years now in doing it, I guess I'm asking an explanation on why you think that maybe it is the crowd.
Well, so I more agree with the fact that, yes, any comedian should be able to deal with any crowd. Those nights, though, like that open mic night, I mean, you're also dealing with the majority of those people are all comics. Mm-hmm. I am a comic, and if I watched your set, even if it's the funniest thing in the world, I usually don't even laugh. Because it's just not, I don't know, it's just weird, but you watch so much comedy just hanging out in those clubs where it's just like, oh, that was funny. What do you mean? I'm laughing my head off. Meanwhile, I'm not laughing at all. Like, it's just, you never know how. I don't think that it's fair. I guess what I was probably trying to say, I hope I was trying to say this in hindsight. I've not remembered specifically what I was thinking at that moment. But I think that a lot of times you can't do a good set there or a bad set there and really judge it that thoroughly from that crowd, I guess. That's not the crowd where you should be like, oh, that works because of this. It's like, no, you don't know what that is.
Now, an open mic crowd.
Take that to a real crowd.
Yeah.
Or, a show maybe where some people paid and see how that works then you can truly judge it. But if you're talking to 10 comedians and you just did your 5 minutes and nobody laughed, I don't know.
Comics aren't going to laugh, man.
Sometimes they're just not going to laugh.
No, it's one of the most jealous careers there is, man. When a comic hears another dude tell a joke that's funny, they're like, man, fuck that guy. I'm totally opposite, and I don't know how you are. So tell me the truth. If you are fucking like, this dude's killing, what an asshole. Mm-hmm. For me, I want every comic to slay it, because then it's a good show for everybody.
Oh yeah,
I'm not doing the same material as somebody else. Man, so let's all just kill it.
The worst thing about comedy sometimes is people are, I guess, spiteful sometimes. Like, they're just like, they're not rooting for the other guy, which is so unfortunate to me. I'm a very positive dude, so I'm definitely with you in that mindset that I want everybody to succeed. If everybody in Phoenix succeeds, then if I succeed as well, then this whole city looks better and this whole scene looks better. So, I mean, I just don't get that mentality. A lot of them, they don't want everybody to succeed, which doesn't make sense to me. And I just hate that attitude.
All right, well, let's go less deep. Tell me, as a comic, how much or how little you appreciate the bachelorette party audience.
Oh, my God, I hate them. They are the worst. Have you been in a bachelorette party? You've gone to a comedy show?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Why is that like the night where they're like, let's go to a comedy show? There's like 11 girls.
And nobody can keep their mouth shut. They can't listen to what's being told to them. The comic, you can tell, you just feel so bad for them. You're just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Those are real rough. The best comics usually have like a little 2-minute joke just for that specific, because that happens so often. And I host a lot now, so I'm kind of up and coming and trying to kind of get my foot in the door with some clubs. So I host a lot on the weekends, and that's something to deal with so often, and it's so annoying.
That's good to hear, though, that you have a little something just in case,
You gotta have
right?
something, yeah. I don't know.
I've been with a group of girls before, and I was so embarrassed to know them. I was like, please stop, please stop.
Yeah, and they just don't stop. And it's just like...
The green drinks are flowing. Like, it was just terrible.
They have no idea they're in a public place.
No.
Like, there are other people here.
Yeah.
They're the worst. I'm glad that you've been in that party before.
It was terrible.
Is that what you did for your bachelorette party?
No, I wouldn't do that.
What'd you do? Vegas?
I sing karaoke. I wanted my own microphone.
There you go. Do your own little show. I like that.
Exactly. I actually like karaoke. I'm terrible, but I like it.
What's your go-to?
Great Balls of Fire.
There you go. I saw you more as a Hall & Oates.
karaoke?
No. I always think that's a funny question, though. Like, what's your go-to karaoke thing?
I don't go near that shit, dude. I'm ridiculous.
Yeah. I do enjoy... I like sitting at a bar, and then all of a sudden... somebody starts coming around and being like, hey, we're going to be shutting this whole thing down and turning it into a karaoke bar about 30 minutes. You sticking around? And I'm like, yeah, this is going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, there's always very good people watching there.
It's funny.
It's funny to judge people on, like,
I think
what they
the
sing.
The worse you do, the better. I think it's great. And then every now and then someone's just amazing, and you're like,
oh, yeah.
whoa.
Hold on, but the thing that I don't like about it is, like, I think you're in an uppity mood when you go to those things, but people sing, like, sad, slow bullshit
I
songs.
like when people sing Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, my God.
Dude, we have a friend that does that.
I
so
had
funny.
a buddy.
Share a friend that does it.
I had a buddy that went to Gilligan's. They were doing karaoke night. You know Gilligan's in Old Town
Yeah.
there? And he was so adamant on singing a Tool song.
He was adamant about it.
And he did it. And it was like, there was like a 2-minute guitar break. It was so weird.
They
It
don't
was the
edit
worst
that
thing I've ever seen. I remember he came back to the table and he's like, how'd I do? And we didn't know what it was like. I remember the one buddy, I was going to tell him, like, that was the weirdest shit I've ever seen. The one buddy looked at him and said, honestly, without like the stage lights and the crowd, dude, I thought I was at a concert. And he thought he ripped it up. It's,
Holy shit,
the tour
that's awesome.
begins.
yeah, a little white lie. What's that going to hurt?
That's
yeah.
fucking great.
He probably still does that song.
Yeah, right?
Somewhere around
Somewhere
town.
someone asked him.
Tool.
Yeah, I've been told before it's very comparable with the actual stadium experience.
Holy shit. That's fucking great, man.
Yeah.
Talk for a second. I have to
Okay,
respond to something.
sorry. Kevin's busy with his fucking phone doing I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
what.
It's an
What are
emergency.
you doing?
Okay,
It's an
so
emergency.
not to damper the mood, but before we get going too far, I have to take a quick moment to say something about, first of all, Kevin and I's picture for our show is a picture of an old man with his finger in his nose. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have seen this.
That is Grandpa. He passed away on New Year's Day. Rest his soul. He was amazing. He lived
Rest
till
in peace.
88.
Oh, that's good.
Rest in peace.
88. That's a lot of years.
No,
I
he
talked
was
about
cool.
it on
He
the
was
last
great.
episode. He's old. It's natural causes.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's old.
Yeah, so
It's a good
George,
life.
He
It's a
was
full
amazing. He
life.
had 8 kids.
Wow.
Wow.
Lived here. He shared a birthday with my daughter. He was a paratrooper. He did his last jump when he was like 77 years old. He was
What?
He was badass.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was cool. So I just wanted to take a minute and say that about George. And we
Yeah.
went to his funeral on Tuesday, and now it's over. So
Was it fun?
It actually was fun because
Was it?
there's so many kids. Everybody got together, so
Yeah.
they did the funeral
I
part.
think funerals
Was it-
should be fun.
It was fun, and he
Yeah.
would have wanted it that way.
Like, especially if you've made it to 75,
Yeah, that's the cutoff.
I'm not going to be that upset.
I want to make it to
if you-
80. That's my
Yeah,
Well,
80's
you want
yeah.
to. You want to make it
Right.
a long time.
No,
but
anything after that, I
if
just feel
someone-
like it could be downhill.
if someone hits 75 and they die, it's like,
All right.
yeah, we get it.
Yeah, I got yeah.
You know,
I
it's
mean,
sad. I'm not saying
it
it's
can
not
still
sad.
be
but-
unexpected,
yeah,
but it's like 3/4 of a century.
yeah, dude, that shit happens.
You've seen some things.
Right. Dude,
Like-
I'm with you. When you hit 75 and you're gone, it's like, dude, I feel sad, but I get it.
right.
Even if you get hit by a car, it's like either that or natural cause is going to take you out.
Well, I heard
get
you.
it.
When I listened to the. Oh, by the way, I was out of town last week. Kevin did the show by himself. You did awesome.
Thanks.
And I did
I got to talk for 50 minutes, dude. I fucking loved
uninterrupted. I bet you loved it.
You're into that?
I'm surprised
That's a lot of talking.
he did the
You're
show
into
all
that
by
sort of
himself.
thing?
You're into that
I thought that was awesome.
Some people call that
I'm
narcissism,
freaky,
but
dude.
yeah, that's cool.
No, I definitely
That-
100%.
Yeah. I don't think narcissism's a bad thing.
Nah, we all got it.
Yeah.
But you mentioned your dog was maybe not feeling well.
Yeah, she's doing all right right now.
Okay, good. But you also mentioned, I only say this because my dog's not feeling well, my parents' dog's not feeling well. They're all getting older, right?
Oh, okay.
And you're supposed to outlive your pets. You said that. I thought that's such
Yeah,
a great point
fucking
because
better. Oh,
sure.
people fucking fall apart when their pets die.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
She's 15 years old. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Like, you should
really-
know ahead of time going in.
When you
Like, I
purchase
better
the
outlive
dog,
this fucking thing.
Even when you rescue the dog, you know it's got, I don't know, 5 to 10 years.
Always sad, but I think there's that, and you give yourself maybe 3 to 6 months, and I think after that moment you can say, "Hey, should we get another dog?"
Yeah.
or not.
And the
You
answer
gotta give
should be
yourself a
yeah,
window.
man.
Somebody
Yeah.
recently
Recover.
gave me advice. They said, well, if your dog's getting old, you got to get a dog before your dog goes.
Would you do that? You think?
We're
To
thinking
overlap?
about, yeah, we're thinking about just slide it right in. So then when our dog goes, it's not so hard 'Cause we have this new dog that looks like our old dog.
That's true.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think there's a right or wrong.
It was advice.
Way to do that.
I'll take it.
We had the family dog that I grew up with died when I was it was college, in the middle of college. This is like, I'm talking 7 years ago, and my mom was so torn up. And I had to convince her, you got to get another dog or something, or stop talking about Lily. Lily's gone. And we moved on to Scout.
That's so many
To what?
pets died.
Scout.
Lily and Scout.
Scout's a good one. Scout is a beagle. We have had 3 beagles.
Oh shit,
And I
you're
say
a beagle
we,
family.
now I'm not even living at
It's all
home
right,
anymore,
man.
but-
It's family.
Yeah. So yeah, Scout's in the family. He's a motherfucker, but yeah, she had to move on to another dog.
We have a shit list on this show that we put people on.
Okay.
And we actually haven't put somebody on it in a long time.
Yeah, we've had a
But
good-
I have somebody to put on it today. My next door neighbor is a fucking, I was going to say cunt.
Yeah, say it.
She
Let it
is
out.
a
Just let it
cunt,
go.
dude. She is a cunt. She called me today.
She has your phone number?
Damn.
Yeah, she's my neighbor.
My neighbor doesn't have
my
my
neighbor,
phone
yeah, I don't
number.
even know my
I've
neighbor's
lived there for 7 years.
She called me today. I wish she didn't now.
Yeah.
She called me today to tell me that she called the police on my dogs
I love it.
because my dogs are digging a hole underneath my fence to eventually try and get out of and attack her.
She already called the police.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
what-
would she call you then?
That's
To
a,
tell me
She
she called
should've
the
called
police.
you before she called the police.
Right?
that is a
Right?
arrestable defense or offense. What's it called? Destruction of property.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And potential
To
trespass.
my house.
She has a case.
Yeah, right.
No, not to her, to mine.
lot
Not
of
to go.
evidence.
It's to the front. Whatever, man. I'm not explaining
I'm
my
just
house to
kidding.
you.
I think it's so dumb.
But my dogs are in the house. Like, they're in my. There's not a doggy door. They're in my house while I'm not home.
Okay.
And I wasn't home.
Uh-huh.
So she's calling me to complain about my dogs when there's like no threat at
Yeah.
all. And my dogs aren't threatening. Well, one of them is. But it's like
What kind of dogs you got?
I have a Shar-Pei who will kill the lady.
The Shar-Pei, is that the one with the mushed up face and stuff?
Yeah, and
But they're
wrinkles.
big.
And,
They're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
they're
squat
yeah, they're like
ones.
50 pounds, but they're mean.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, real mean. They're worse
look
than
nice.
pit bulls.
I'll be a motherfucker.
True, yeah.
Huh.
That's why I
Chow
picked it.
dogs, Shar-Peis, and then pit bulls.
That's
And then
the
I have a
lineup
little
of, like,
piece
the
of shit.
meanest.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, Roy
Yeah.
Jones Jr. of the Dog Kingdom.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Come on.
But yeah, dude, like, I don't. If you got a fucking problem, say something to me. But it's not even a problem. They're not going to leave my house.
She
they
just
never
made it a
have.
problem.
Tell me a touch about
Now
your
I'm
neighbor.
gonna
Is
fucking
she
let 'em
old?
out.
Oh, yeah.
Is she a single old lady or like what's
Yeah,
her
is she
deal?
hot, by the way?
Yeah. She's trying to get
Okay,
your
let me
attention.
tell you something about my neighborhood. I am the youngest person in my neighborhood by about 50 years.
It doesn't mean that she's not hot.
Nah, she's super hot. Nah, no, she's not. Nah,
Cougars know what to do.
Nobody
You
is in
should
my
just
neighborhood.
go
They're so
over
gross
there.
and
What do
old.
you
should
live in
make it
Sun
better.
City?
I live close to here. Like,
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
North
yeah, that's
Scottsdale.
Okay. No scout? They call it no scout up here?
I hope not.
I know. The
I
kids
sure as
do.
the
I
fuck
think
don't. The kids
are
do?
doing that. I don't
Fucking
know.
kids.
What do they
Making
call
that
it?
up.
NOSCO?
I don't get it.
North Scottsdale?
Oh,
God damn
okay.
it, Nancy. You are
I've
so
heard,
stupid.
I've been offended by people saying that before.
Yeah, NOSCO.
Just fucking say
You are from Cincinnati,
Cincinnati,
right?
Ohio, yes.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
The
Moved out
chili
here when I was
capital of the
18.
world, man.
It's a yeah. We get a lot of grief for that chili.
No shit.
I'm over here like it's all I knew growing up, and then you move out and they're like, "Fuck your chili, man. That chili offended me, bro." It's like, dude, how's this chili offending you? Why don't you put it on a fucking chili dog?
No, dude, I like the Skyline chili.
It's good.
It's real good.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like an acquired taste. Have you
No,
dabbled?
it's good, man.
Chili?
Well,
Skyline
it's
chili's different.
though.
Tell me
It's-
why it's different. I like chili.
It is. So our style of eating it is, I think it's like originated in a Greek recipe. There's a secret ingredient, which is, do you know the secret ingredient?
Maybe.
The different. Okay,
I've
so
it's
no.
never been. Well, it's never been told.
Use your lifeline.
Maybe
No,
I
because-
do.
Use your lifeline or get off your fucking
No,
phone
no, no.
already.
To me, Skyline chili. I'll say what I know
Is your
of it
neighbor
as.
texting you about that?
No, dude, I can't. I gotta throw my phone away.
Is it
call
that
back?
40-year-old? Is she hot?
No. Skyline
She said
chili to
you
me
Snapchats, bro?
is chili. I love Snapchat.
I know you do.
Oh God, Skyline chili is chili, cheese, and like pasta sauce.
Not pasta sauce. What is pasta sauce? Define
Red
that.
I don't-
sauce, tomato sauce.
Oh, no.
Which is
No,
already
no,
in
no,
chili.
No, you just said pasta.
Not no.
Pasta. So what it is spaghetti, and then chili, and then mild cheddar cheese, finely shredded.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Dude, it's great.
I'm getting a boner. But it's weird. Like, who puts chili on spaghetti, right? It's really weird. So, like, introducing it to people, they're always kind of taken aback. But I just tell people, trust me on this. Eat it. It's phenomenal. But then the secret ingredient in the chili is it's either chocolate or cinnamon and or both, which is weird.
It's like mole.
You know what?
Dude, it's so good,
Kind of that cocoa taste.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so it's phenomenal, though. I don't know what the hell it is, but then you grow up on something, and it doesn't even matter.
They don't have it here?
No, it's specific to Cincinnati. They do have it at Fry's, actually, because Fry's is owned by Kroger. Kroger is headquartered in Cincinnati, and you can get it in the can.
Fry's is
and
my
I know
store.
far too much about how to get chili out here. But and then also in Goodyear, when the Cincinnati Reds play spring training in March, get yourself out there to the ballpark.
Yeah. And they got
Chili
that Skyline
dog.
chili out there?
Oh, sure.
All right. I haven't been out to that ballpark.
It's
are you a
nice.
Cincinnati fan through and through?
Yeah, to a fault.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. So you got the Reds, you got the Bengals. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Right? I just play with my heart just to shit on my soul.
No shit.
It's crazy. Every year, this feeling is so familiar. I don't even know why. It's like, I always say it's like Sharon Stone and Jimmy Woods' relationship in Casino. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like that one.
It's just the Battered Wives Club. It's like,
Yeah.
she just keeps going back, though. She just keeps going back.
And
I don't
you
know.
do
Nobody knows
too,
why.
man.
Bobby De Niro doesn't know why she keeps going back. Fucking, I keep going back.
Yeah, man, but that's your team, and
rough.
now you just
It's
lost
my
Jay
squad.
Gruden, right?
Yeah, but I'm not even that upset about that. First of all, as an offensive coordinator, he got us 30 total points in 3
Yeah, that's true,
postseason
dude.
games. So fuck that guy. He's probably more suited to be a head coach anyway. And then we got Hugh Jackson is going to be our offensive coordinator.
I like that guy.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I like Hugh.
I do. What do you think about Dalton?
I'm so torn up by him right now. I don't know. I'm very confused about my feelings towards Andy Dalton right now.
Yeah.
If I saw him, I'd be a little angry, but I'd probably hug him. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
To just throw the ball to A.J. Green all day.
Yeah,
Actually,
well-
Marvin Jones has been killing it, too.
Marvin Jones is good. I mean, and then AJ dropped the ball, and then Giovanni.
Nancy's face is like,
Yeah, she's like,
I'm looking at you.
I don't know
guys,
what's
but I'm
going
not
on.
paying attention.
it was more than Andy that lost that game, but I think Andy, you know how it is, it's quarterback's league.
yeah. What, did you come out here for college?
Yeah, I went to Arizona
ASU?
State 2005, and I graduated Arizona State in 2009.
Oh,
with
wow.
Barack
So you-
Obama spoke at my commencement speech.
No shit. That's cool.
You're welcome. I always like to just throw that out there. Like, 20 years from now, I'll just be asking, hey, talk to your commencement speech. Somebody
I don't
that,
even
you
remember.
probably don't even remember, right? Barack Obama wasn't mine.
So the reason I asked is I thought you went to ASU.
Mm-hmm.
Vontez Burfict.
Yeah.
You like him out there in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
He sucked at ASU.
The last year.
No, every year.
No,
he
he was a
bullshit.
beast.
He
His
was
freshman year, he was a
bullshit.
beast.
I'm out. Sports talk's over. But he's made the
I'd take a
Pro Bowl
bullet
this
for him.
year.
I'd take a bullet.
No, you
I was
wouldn't.
hyping him. He was supposed to be like a top 5 pick.
Yeah, he was
after his
supposed to
sophomore
be.
year. His junior year, he fucked around. He ate a couple. He was probably eating some Skyline chili before he even moved to the city. He was a little out of shape.
He sucks.
Dennis Erickson was not a leader of men that year.
Not at all. You're right.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, when you did the show, did you talk about that guy who broke his foot in the fight, the UFC fight? Did you talk about that?
In last week's show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Who was the guy?
Anderson Silva?
Yeah.
Did you
He's
see
a
that?
beast. I did not see it because I heard it was really gnarly.
Dude,
It
it's awesome.
was.
Wasn't it kind of?
His leg just snaps. in
Yeah,
half.
I'm
It
not
was
into
like the
that.
equivalent to
fucking
that
awesome.
kid
It
who
was
was
like-
playing basketball
yeah.
and
Kevin
fell.
Ware.
It was just
So
as
I wasn't
equally
watching
gross.
that game, and I purposely avoided that. I didn't want to watch that, right?
Watch
and
on
people were
purpose.
like talking to me like I'm weird. Like, why don't you want to watch this?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me see. Describe it to me, and let me see if I want to see that visually.
I
oh,
would
his
describe
leg
it.
breaks in fucking half, and
Yeah.
his bone is out of the thing. No, I'm all set.
Kinda
I'm all set on that.
Everyone describes it worse. They embellish. His bone didn't come out of his leg.
On Anderson Silva's?
Yeah, no.
The
Kevin
Louisville
Ware's a
kid,
shit.
The
though.
basketball kids did.
That came
So
straight
how
out.
bad
Yeah.
is this one, though? It's
Silva's isn't
Is it Theismann
so
bad?
No, that one's horrific.
I was-
Is
say-
it Willis McGahee bad?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was so gross. It was just unbelievable. I was watching and going, this
It's just
looks fake. It just looked fake.
Knee down, that middle part in your shin just snapped in half.
You're just looking at it going, how is this happening?
Yeah,
it's awesome.
And the guy that didn't even react, he didn't even realize it happened until afterwards.
Yeah,
he went to step on it, and he's like, "Oh shit! Like you didn't
Really?
feel that? I felt it, and I was just watching it.
Yeah, that's the best part, dude.
I would
Silva
cry.
kicked.
Don't you think
the
you would
guy.
cry? I'd be on national TV crying.
I wouldn't
Oh,
cry
yeah.
till I
Fuck
saw
yeah.
it. It's one of
I would
those
be
where you
like-
get hurt, and then you see blood, and then you're like, "Oh my god, it hurts so
Yeah.
bad." I think that's what that guy went through.
Yeah.
He probably cried after he watched
instantly.
it on YouTube.
No, dude, instantly. He kicked him, the leg snapped, and he just fell back to the ground like, oh, fuck.
But he didn't see it how we all saw it until afterwards. So
Well,
what,
yeah.
what I'm
His eyes
saying
don't have
is,
HD.
after
on the couch.
the fight was over and he watched it, he probably thought, "Whoa, it hurts so much
his
worse
eyes
than
are
I
still in
thought
standard
it
depth.
Yeah, his eyes are still kind of pixelated.
did." Jeez, it was super gross.
Oh, shit.
That's gnarly.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not
well-
going to look that one up.
I wanted to tell you guys a story. We went to Colorado over the last week.
The
What part
stoner
of
capital
Colorado?
of the world now.
Stoner
Did
capital
you
of
get
the
any
world.
weed? Do you smoke weed?
No, I don't.
Yeah, can we talk about this? I thought we were
You
in
talk
the
about
nest.
whatever you
I thought we were
want,
talking
dude.
We
about
can talk about
guns.
anything you want to
Whatever
talk
you want.
about. No, I don't smoke weed, but
Okay.
let's just, if I did, it
You
would
should
have
have bought some. Yeah.
Right. Okay, because I could have, because it's legal now.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So we went up there with my kids, and I
Do your
promised.
kids smoke weed?
No. 'cause-
I'm kidding. I'm
Your
just
kids,
Go with
dude.
your
All these
story.
That's
questions at
awesome,
me
your
that I'm-
kids.
Am I allowed to answer these? I don't know. So one of them's 6, and the other one's 9.
So they're old enough to smoke weed.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Secondhand weed. So no
I
one's
started
smoking
at
weed.
7.
What?
I did not. I'm kidding.
Okay, so I promised my daughter I would tell everyone that she's better at snowboarding than I am.
Mm.
But the story I was going to tell is my 6-year-old got her tooth knocked out. And, of course, she didn't cry either until she saw blood. She said, "Oh, my God, there's blood." So
Was it her? It was her baby
front-
tooth, though? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
it still hurts.
But
you know.
still, yeah.
Right, so she's skiing down and she crashes into my husband and they both fall down. And we go to pick her up. We're like, "Oh, cute." And she's just blood everywhere. And the blood on the snow looks so much more
Oh, yeah.
dramatic than
Yeah.
it
Oh, yeah.
actually
Did a
is.
shark show up?
Oh, she was like,
Is that
"Oh,
just the
Dad."
ocean?
It's not, yeah,
She
they're-
was like,
they're not
"I-"
indigenous
the
to
whole
that
time. So
land.
she,
Son of a
she
bitch.
crashed into him and knocked her front tooth out. The whole time she's crying, "I hate you, I hate you." She was so upset, but she didn't cry not until she saw the blood, and she was fine.
I wish. Don't you miss that like feeling of pulling the tooth out though, kind of?
A little bit.
Right? Remember that? That was kind
Yeah,
of cool.
once
Remember
the
when
tooth
that
comes
one was
out.
kind of hanging.
Let's
Yeah.
bring it
Then you
back.
were playing with it.
Yeah. Once the tooth
That was
comes out,
great
it's just
couple weeks.
nonstop with your tongue in the window. Just,
Yeah. You're right.
Let's bet Kevin that he can't pull his own tooth out.
All right.
Did you ever do the tie the string in and shut the door thing?
Yes.
I did that.
Did it work?
Yeah.
You actually
I
did
did-
it to where it worked?
Yeah. Well, it was loose enough where I was confident that it would work.
No, I know.
As a
I didn't.
6-year-old.
I had too much slack because I was scared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of freaky.
Like
yeah.
I closed the door and there
You
was
have to
still
have
it was
somebody
like
else do it
the
for
rope was still on
you.
the ground.
Mm.
That's the trick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You
Somebody
got
else
close
has
your
to do
eyes
it.
and just let it happen.
Maybe some parental
Yeah.
advisory on that.
Or a
Probably.
sibling.
Yeah, you might
Usually,
want that.
Parents don't usually
What's the
advise
worst
that.
way you've lost a tooth?
You know what? I have a. This is dead. This
Oh,
guy's
no
dead.
shit?
Yeah.
Oh, look, I have the
I'll
same one, fake.
Oh, so I think I eventually have to get a fake one.
Yeah, mine's.
I just go with. It's kind of gray. I don't
Yeah.
know. And I got an elbow to the face. Jeremy Miller. He was a guy. He's still my friend, actually, a good friend.
Here's
of
a
mine.
guy.
Here's a fucking guy that was like notorious for just messing with people. I remember he was responsible for a buddy of mine breaking his ankle, another buddy busting his mouth up, and then me. He killed my tooth.
With his
I killed my
elbow?
tooth.
Were you guys
Yeah, it was just an
wrestling?
elbow playing basketball.
Oh, okay.
I was coming across the lane. I was a little bigger back then, maybe low block, thinking I could back him down. Caught an elbow. Never been the same.
Shit. Never
But,
been the same.
Never been the same. But I've never lost a tooth. No, an actual adult tooth.
Well, that's good.
From being hurt?
that's
just
all.
never. I've never lost one.
Yeah.
Oh.
You shouldn't lose your adult
I've
teeth.
lost
It
so
wasn't
many
that the
teeth.
initial question?
Just no. Like you've lost even your baby teeth. Just a crazy way that you've lost one, or a fucked up way that you lost one.
I don't remember. I have the worst memory of my youth.
You'd remember if you lost one a
I
fucked
think-
up way.
Yeah.
Like a baseball bat in the face. Or
Yeah. I never
Jesus
had
Christ, that.
that.
would lose like all your teeth.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell mom.
Yeah, you?
I'll go.
Yeah, all right.
Now
My
here's a-
turn.
now here's a segue.
Well, my
Comedy
my
101.
4 front, top and bottom,
Yeah.
the 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom.
Jesus.
My sister
The most
kicked.
important chompers.
Yeah, tell me about it. I was like, I don't know, young kid. My sister kicked them all out. I say she did, but she was on a swing and I ran into her. I ran and she swung. I don't think she tried to stop, but I lost all 4 of my front teeth. So then once they grew in, we were playing tennis together and she knocked this front tooth out with her tennis racket. So it's big.
Wow, fuck.
Yeah.
You expected her to stop on a swing? There's a lot of momentum on her side.
Yeah. Well,
It'd be tough to stop. I don't blame your sister here.
I think I'm with you, man.
I kind of blame her.
Yeah, I do.
mean, you got to know your surroundings.
yeah, well, and that's the problem. I was kind of
That's probably
out
what
to
you learned
lunch,
at
a
that
lot of la land going on my end, but I did lose 5 teeth over it.
Holy
so.
shit, dude.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
5 fucking teeth.
You bounced back well. Proud of you. I'm
They're all
saying
in my
enough.
mouth still, so that's good. What about you, Kevin?
Oh, man. I lost a tooth skateboarding as a kid, but I was skateboarding on my knee because I wasn't, ready to step on it with 2 feet. So I would just ride on my knee and then push with the other leg. And I hit in my driveway, it just kind of stopped in the crack, the skateboard.
and
I just fell forward and smashed my face into the concrete. And lost a tooth.
I wish I would have seen that. That sounds hilarious.
It was great, dude.
Yeah.
My whole family, we just had a ball laughing.
Oh, sure, yeah. I bet somebody was laughing at you.
Oh, no, I know
While
my
you were
dad.
crying, your dad was probably
No, my dad was
Did you
laughing.
see him bite it?
Fucking kid.
Yeah.
This fucking kid.
Fucking
Oh,
kid.
hey, I can't skateboard on my feet, so I'm going to go on my knee, and then you fucking fall.
Right.
Jesus Christ, what am I raising?
I blame you on that
Fag.
as well.
What, Dad? Jesus. No son of mine's gay.
Were your parents just walk it off, or did they make a big deal out of you?
I think I cried like a huge baby.
What age? Do you remember around what age did you say that?
I don't remember. Because I don't remember when I started losing all my teeth. I don't know
what
when's
age
my
is
son
that?
going to start losing
6.
teeth.
Is it
Six.
6-ish?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's got one more year, and then he's going to start popping out teeth.
Yeah.
And then how long of a period are you just losing teeth?
I think for 6 years, right? As
Really?
long as it
What?
takes to stop believing in the tooth fairy, I think.
6 years?
Well, no, it can't be that. Okay, good. No, probably 3 years.
Like 6 to 9, 6 to 10?
Because I've got a 9-year-old, a
maybe?
6-year-old and a 9-year-old.
I
My
guess you're
6-year-old just started losing teeth. My 9-year-old just stopped. So
There you go.
6 to 9, maybe
That's
10.
science right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deductive reasoning.
Then I got to start saving up for the tooth fairy?
Yeah. Do you think you're going to pay well? Or are you going to be
No.
What do you give for these teeth?
$2 bills every tooth?
$2
Jesus.
bills?
I think I got
Like a
quarters.
$2 bill?
Yeah, I went and got a bunch of them from the bank.
That's bullshit, dude. That's
Oh,
Strip club.
$2 bills. Oh, yeah.
$2 bills, yeah.
Those
I
are
give
supposed to
them
be
all
good luck.
$2
Are they?
bills
I
every
got a
time.
$2 bill in my wallet.
always?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I bought $2 bills off a friend of
Are
mine.
you superstitious?
No, but that's something that I've always held on to.
All right.
And then, but not always. I shouldn't say always. Probably like 5 or 6 years. I just had it, and then I was like, oh, that's supposed to be lucky. Let's hold on to it. Now it's all battered.
Yeah.
But
That's kind of cool, though.
superstitious. Sometimes a little like with sports stuff. I'll be like, I can't leave that one spot on the couch.
Dude, it's only weird if it doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Fucking those
100%. Like I
commercials.
had that. So you know that commercial where the guy comes over and it's the commercial where it's like this guy keeps coming over, and he's the biggest asshole.
Yes,
We
yes.
keep winning.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah.
I had that.
I hate-
I had a buddy that started coming over this year. He's not like annoying as hell or anything. He's a good dude. I've known him since high school, but like, he's not a dude that I would usually have hung out with growing up or anything.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we're like 4-0 when he's coming over, and I'm like, dude, you need to
keep
to
coming
come
over.
through next Sunday, dude. Kickoff's at 1, kid. Where are you at?
Oh, shit, dude. I had a
did this
bad
W.
one that I hated. Now I'm not superstitious, but 1995,
good
94,
year.
95.
94, 95.
I'm a UCLA guy. I'm a Bruin. And UCLA, I was watching a basketball game, and I had like a big jug of orange juice.
The
I was
O'Bannon
just sitting on the
brothers
couch.
come to
Yeah,
mind?
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That was Ed's
It's a good
senior
team.
year,
Yeah.
who was one of the biggest busts in NBA history.
Oh, sure.
But
I agree.
so I had this big jug of orange juice. I'm watching the game, and they kicked the shit out of. I don't even remember who they're playing.
Arkansas, I believe it was.
Well, that the championship.
or was it
but I'm
UMass
talking.
or something?
No, I'm talking before,
Oh,
beginning of the
okay,
season.
okay.
And so every game, I'm like, fuck, I got to do this every game. And then one game, I said, well, let's give it a shot. I won't do anything. So I went in my parents' room. I watched the game, and they were playing Oregon. And they fucking lost. And they were undefeated. So I'm like, God damn it. I got to do the shit. I got to sit
cost
with a
them the
huge
game.
jug of
Yeah.
orange
It's
juice.
your fault.
Yeah.
Thousands of
It was
miles
your
away.
fault.
It was your
Dude.
fault.
So I watched the rest of the season with the jug of orange juice, same spot on the couch that won the national championship. It's like, it's me.
Was it, what
it's
brand
all
are we
me.
talking? I mean, it's not Sunny
I don't know.
D
My
or
parents
what?
got the same kind every time.
Yeah, I mean, was it Sunny D? What were we
Something
talking?
gross.
I don't know.
No. Sunny D's not orange juice.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's,
Sunny D's from Cincinnati, too.
is it?
Yeah. Headquarters
welcome.
are out in Cincinnati.
You're welcome. Goes well with vodka. That's what I figured out in my adult
Oh,
years.
dude. That's what I got drunk off of the first time I ever drank.
What is that?
Vodka and Sunny
Screwdriver.
Delight.
Really?
Oh,
They call it
fuck, dude.
screwdriver.
I got so
Well,
sick.
yeah.
Bro, I threw up forever.
Okay, let me tell you a story I
can't
heard
drink it
in
again.
Scotch was mine.
odd news. A
Everybody's
man
got this.
in a Pennsylvania hospital stole and was arrested 12 bottles of hand sanitizer to mix mixed drinks with orange juice in the
What?
hospital.
Hand sanitizer and orange juice.
Because it's like alcohol.
I guess, why not just buy alcohol?
Because he was in the hospital.
Oh, so he's trying to make like some jail
yeah,
drink.
like cocktails for
Right.
whatever wing he's
You ever
in.
watch that
Prison
intervention show?
I have.
They'll drink that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll drink Listerine. Like mouthwash
Ew,
has
I can't
alcohol in
even
it.
mouthwash
Just
with that
chugging
stuff.
it.
You
So
know,
gross.
comic
I love
that
that
had a
show, by
weird
the way.
addiction was Jay Moore. And he's open about it, so I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about
I
it.
like Jay Moore.
Jay
I would listen to
Moore.
that show, Jay Moore Sports.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
He was addicted to NyQuil.
Oh, yeah?
And it did the opposite to him. So instead of making you tired, it would completely wire him up.
Huh.
And instead of drinking alcohol, he would just get fucked up on NyQuil every night.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's better for you or worse than
No, it's
alcohol.
got to be worse. Right?
Oh, like
I would
doing a
think
lot
so.
of NyQuil?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it'd be good for
Doing a
you.
lot of alcohol is bad too.
You're
so-
right.
Well,
But it doesn't have all the extra shit that NyQuil then has in it, too.
yeah.
no.
NyQuil to excess doesn't sound very healthy.
Does NyQuil have codeine?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think
It's gotta
that's
be
what-
really bad
I
for
think
you.
it's almost like that, as the rappers say, that scissor.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
purple
drink.
drink.
Oh, sure, that
Right.
drink. I believe it
Drink,
is. Yeah,
yeah.
that drink.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Mix it
is
with-
that?
I've listened to enough UGK to know that it's a thing, but I can't define it. I know
like
it's
cough
codeine.
medicine and
It's codeine,
alcohol.
and they mix it with
Who was
Sprite.
it? Oh, Jamarcus Russell was that motherfucker that was drinking it.
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah.
was on it.
I think
And
that's
it's very addicting,
fucking
actually. They
serious.
say Pimp C died of that.
Oh, no shit.
Rest in peace, yeah.
It just sounds so stupid to drink that. Like, just be an adult and just drink alcohol.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
have been drinking a lot of shit to be like, I'm moving on to the next. Because drinking, I think, I don't know
It just
if I'm
slows
speaking
everything
of
down,
it,
is
but
what it does.
I don't think
It's
it's like
weird.
drugs where you start at one and then just progress. But drinking is like you just continue to drink more and more and more. I don't think you progress
Yeah.
from drink to drink. I could be wrong.
You talking about over the years?
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking, how do you progress to drink?
Yeah,
that
you don't
shit?
drink. You don't start at beer and go to Everclear.
I think you would like
Right.
start
Over the years, is that what
start
you're
at
saying?
cough
You just
medicine
stay at
and
beer,
then
but
move
you
up
drink
to
a lot
alcohol,
more.
right?
Yeah,
Isn't that how that goes? You don't go back to cough medicine. You start there.
Right, yeah.
Because kids do this shit.
Yeah, I was addicted to that. Whatever that. What was that medicine that tasted like bubble gum? I wasn't addicted to it. I'm kidding, but that shit was delicious. in
I
my
don't
youth.
know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Is it
No, I just know
drugs or
Luden's
medicine?
cough drops were the shit.
Oh, I thought those were candies
Luden's
for
cough-
so long.
Yeah,
The
those are
red
good.
ones. And
Yeah,
tasty.
they did nothing
No,
for you.
they just
it's
distract
candy.
you.
Yeah, it's
Just
just
get your
candy.
mind off of it. Oh, I wish I could remember medicine that tastes like bubble gum.
I have no idea.
It was pink. I think it was when I had a
Pepto
sore throat.
Bismol?
Oh, is it the what's it called? Antibiotic?
Mm-hmm.
Amoxicillin or whatever. I have to give that shit to my kids sometimes when they're sick.
Yeah, and it's delicious.
that pink antibiotic.
It's pink, yeah, and it's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
You can order
And I
it flavored
remember
that
not even
way.
being mad.
It was like strawberry milk,
Because
it
most
tastes
of the
like.
time when you were a
It's
kid, you
good.
had to take that, like even NyQuil and
Yeah.
that stuff. It was like, ooh.
Hey,
So
did you
gross.
guys ever have an eye infection when you were a kid?
I had one as an adult.
Okay, I'm not
Did
asking
you?
as
I
adult.
had
It's
the-
different when you're adult.
Like, what's it called? Pink eye.
Yeah.
You
I
did
had that.
when you were a kid?
Yeah.
They gave me, I didn't have pink eye, I don't think, but I had an infection, and I couldn't take drops because as a kid I just closed my eyes the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave me a cup that was in the shape of the eye, and you fill it up with the shit, and you like pour it, you put it over your eye and tip your head back.
Yeah.
Oh my
and it
God.
just all goes into your eye, like it
I
seeps
was
in.
gonna say
Did
they
it
gave
work?
it to him rectally.
I guess. I mean, I don't have the eye infection.
Yeah, they gave it to me. I ended up getting an enema.
I couldn't take it in my eyes, so like my
I
temperature.
hope somebody else
Yeah.
got it. Otherwise, my doctor's just fucking with me. Like, we'll test this out on this
Yeah,
fucking asshole.
right.
See if he comes back in a week.
Yeah, right. Put a shot glass of that medicine in. and just-
Dude, my pediatrician, his name was Dr. Beanstalk.
No
Nice.
way.
Yeah,
Very
that was his last
Come
name.
on.
And, you know, when you're a kid, doctors are invincible because they're a doctor. Well, then he died from, like, cancer or something
Oh.
when I was a kid. So like, I've been going to a guy that doesn't even know how to cure himself.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he going to cure me?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I had to find a new pediatrician.
A
Still
lot
go
of
to him.
questions as a child.
That's
A lot of
unsettling.
questions.
Dude.
You should find a new pediatrician.
I found one. I'm still going.
Have you moved on?
It's nice. Yeah, my son and I
18?
go to the same doctor.
That's family practitioner.
Yeah.
Does the pediatrician at like 18, or is there some liability? They're like, you need a real doctor. Like,
Something.
I don't know.
You need
I
a
had
drug
Dr.
dealer.
Irvin
That's what
back
they
in
are.
Cincy, and I still saw him up until when I was like 18 or 19.
Did
when I would
you?
go home. Yeah. So I think he was. I don't know if he was. Would that make him a family doctor
Family
then?
practitioner.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, when I stopped going to the pediatrician, I had no idea. But in 8th grade, I got a spring stuck in my finger from like the mechanical pencil things. I don't know what they're called, but you push the eraser and the lead comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I took it apart and then got the spring, and I did the fucking ends of the spring and was yanking on it. And it got stuck in my finger, and I couldn't pull it out. So Mom came to pick me up from school. We went to the doctor, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, holy shit, they're
The
going
whole
to
time you got
amputate
a
my
spring
finger.
in your finger.
Yeah,
this entire
it won't
time.
come out, dude. Yeah, it's just sticking way out of my finger.
It's this big.
Nah, well, it was like as big as my
2.5 feet
cock.
long.
It was like, you know,
Yeah.
an inch or two.
Right.
And
You should have taken that time to finger bang some girl. I bet there's something going on there.
Girl, look
Hit
what I
some
can do.
spots
I can finger you and tickle your asshole at the same time.
exactly. You ever been fingered by a finger like this? Boing.
So I get to the doctor, and we go, and it's nothing but little kids. Like it's a pediatrician. It's fucking little kids. And they're like, oh, have a seat in the waiting room. Well, I have one side for infants, and the other side is for toddlers, and then me, and I'm 14.
With a spring.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Doing
I'm
the
at
most
wrong.
sophomore thing in that whole place.
I'm like, well, maybe I'll read a magazine. Well, it's Highlights magazine. Like,
oh,
it's
dude, I
not.
dominate those still, dude. Those little I Spies.
At that time, I realized this is my last trip to the
Yeah.
pediatrician. But I'm not gonna lie to you. He took the spring out, and afterwards he goes, "You did great. You were a champ." And talking to me like I'm still a little
Did you
kid.
get one of those like Band-Aids with like the Finding
I
Nemo
did.
on it? and
I
shit?
fucking swear to God, I
Yeah.
did. And then I went and I'm like, can I go to the little treasure chest and pull out a toy? Like, if this is gonna be my last time, I'm gonna fucking get something for it.
Yeah.
It sucked,
That is
man.
a story
That
I
was
would
the moment
never-
I knew that
Yeah.
that I needed to grow up a little.
Right. I'm proud of you, man. It's good stuff.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so much. What
I
else
don't
you
think
got?
less of you at all after hearing.
Well, nobody should think less of me. I talk about shitting every episode.
That's true.
Do you? Oh yeah,
That's
defecation.
true.
Dude, I'm a huge
Well, we don't
shitter,
call
man.
it that.
Yeah. We just
Because
call
that
it
sounds gross.
dropping dudes.
What he
I
talks
destroy
about,
bathrooms.
it's just so
Do
natural.
you?
Oh yeah, dude, it's
Good for you, man.
disgusting.
That's
You listen to
yes.
previous episodes. That's fucking.
I think I'm all set on that.
Okay, wait. I have another odd news for you guys. In Australia, a naked man frees himself from his washing machine by using olive oil. Now, first of all, he claims he was playing a practical joke on his friend. He was going to get in the washing machine.
Yeah, why is he in there naked?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe his clothes were in there, or maybe in the dryer still. I'm not sure why
in the
he
washing
had to be
machine.
naked, but he got himself stuck in a top-loading washing machine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So he's in
Right.
there with the thing.
Just it's called an agitator. I learned that this
Is it?
weekend because I bought a washing machine and a
The
dryer.
thing in
this
the
week.
middle?
It's called an agitator, right? So he's just like on this thing like a spider monkey, just naked
Oh.
and stuck.
How old is this man? Do we know?
He's
Old enough to not hide in a washing
old enough
machine.
to be big enough to be stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, I'm going to play a joke on my friend. His friend is like, obviously, the joke's on you. They have to call the paramedics to get the man out, and finally they decided that olive oil was the way to get this man out. And he
Wow.
got all lubed up and just popped right out.
That's a bad day.
That's
Right?
a terrible day.
That's a bad day.
But it reminded me of a personal story.
Wow.
Go on.
Yeah.
Getting lubed up.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
exactly where this is going.
Hello.
So a couple.
I'm intrigued.
Okay, so last year, it's about my kids. They come to me. Emma's stuck. Emma's stuck. I'm like, oh shit, where's my dog? Well, she's stuck.
Yeah.
One of them comes to me. The other one's stuck. Where is she stuck? So she's in our bathroom with her arm through the door, not where it opens, but the back side of the door.
Okay.
Where the hinges are. Her arm's stuck in there. So if you open the door anymore, it'll crush her arm. If you close the door anymore, it'll crush her arm. And she's like panicking, and the more you panic, the
Yeah.
more it makes it worse. Like, why? First of all, why the fuck do you put your arm through a door jamb?
Right.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
So I'm like, how am I going to get her arm out? I can't move it. It's not. So I'm like, got baby oil, olive oil, onion oil. I'm just squirting it all over her arm just to like see if I can, get it through. And nothing's working. She's flipping out, and I'm like,
KY jelly.
well, that was my next move. But
That works every time.
didn't.
Trust me.
It got it in. It just didn't get it out. So
Kenna Jamison always said that spit was the best lube.
Oh, you're right, dude. She did say that. I heard that. That's genius.
you guys are
Yeah.
quoting.
Yeah.
She used to live right next. Well, not right next door, but same
Oh,
neighborhood as my
this
parents.
is your neighbor?
Yes,
She
my
said she
parents.
wasn't hot.
My
Yeah.
parents did. Oh yeah, the neighbor now. This bitch, dude.
This
She
cunt.
spreads
So
AIDS all over
That's
my
why
house.
she's calling the police.
Yeah.
Someone's digging into my backyard. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense now. So I was like a second away from calling, I guess, the ambulance, 911.
Yeah.
And my husband's like, I'll just take the door off.
Dude, her
Why I
husband's
didn't
the
think
shit,
of that,
man.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
There you
He
go.
had to take the door off.
Doesn't matter.
Better.
Before we came here, he shows up. He's got like 3 boxes, like black boxes.
Good.
And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like one of the fucking coolest dudes I've ever met. Just
Yeah.
tough as fuck. And he's like, check this shit out. Pops open a box. It's like a brand new Glock, like perfect condition. He's like, fuck, pops all the boxes open, brand new guns. It's like, you fucking want one? So you want one? Fucking, they've got this huge ass safe. We've talked about it on the show.
Uh-huh.
But it's like bigger than you and me. It's filled with sniper rifles, AK-47s.
Just in
Fucking-
case shit pops off or
Dude,
what?
it's fucking awesome.
A license to sell them.
Oh, yeah?
So we're allowed
Yeah,
to talk
but-
about it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, dude, he's the shit.
He's an
I got a
arms. My
buddy that
husband's
would
an
love
arms
to meet
dealer.
him. I got you. I just have one of those friends. Only one friend that is just way too into guns. But he'll just show up and be like, "Hey, you want to see something?" And I'll be like, I'm like, kind of.
It's
I
a
mean,
tank
Yeah,
up front.
that sounds super gay, but yeah, let's do it. I don't know. Show me, bro.
something?
Yeah, let me show you something, bro. Come on over here.
Okay, well, that brings me to my next question. My husband, okay, now tell me, as 2 guys, he has a truck.
Okay.
It's a
and
big
now,
truck.
It's a big truck, but the point is, it's like the family car, the family vehicle. It's a truck, right? It
Okay.
has
It's a
Ford-
man's truck.
Was he a Ford guy?
Ford, yeah.
Sounds like a Ford
So
guy.
he's like, I want to trade it.
250?
Yeah,
Yeah.
F2, whatever.
Sounds like a 250. Yeah.
So he wants to trade it for a 19-something old muscle car. I'm like, while I support that, I think that should be a third car, not your only car.
Yeah.
Am I out of line? I'm not
Well,
saying no.
What
I'm just
other
saying,
car options are we working with here?
I have a small car, like a Forder car, like
2 kids.
2 kids, a total of 4 seats, and he's like, our biggest car. He's like, I think I'll trade it in on a
You think this is just
convertible
kind
muscle car.
Was this like a sincere thought?
Yes.
He's serious about
Emailing back and forth to
Oh
the
wow!
Craigslist
Well, now
guy.
when you say muscle car, are you talking like he's going to go up to Barrett Jackson this weekend and trade his 250 in for something
he
crazy?
Yeah,
that'd be
that
kinda
would
badass.
be his
Yeah, that would
choice.
be
I wouldn't be
He
mad
wants
at that.
either a Chevelle, I don't know the name,
Chevelles are
Chevelle, or this convertible Camaro.
So he's going from family car to a 2-seater.
Pretty much.
His
Yeah.
He's
Truck
pretty much
doesn't-
telling you that your car is now the family
Yeah,
car.
exactly.
Yeah, but his truck doesn't scream family car.
No, I don't think family car when I hear
But
250.
it fits
No.
everybody, and
Right.
we can
So
buy
does your
things and
car.
carry them home, and
Yeah,
you know,
you're
we
a
got
little.
rid of the Christmas tree.
So
He's
go-
cramping your style.
It would cramp my style. Yes.
Yeah. Who's
Go-
being more greedy here, him or you?
I don't know. That's my question.
You
I
try-
told him.
It's a good question.
I
I
told
know.
him
Oh my
this.
God,
He
you're
says,
Dr.
"What do you
Phil."
think?" I said, "You do what makes you happy." But are we going to be like, "Holy shit! Now we don't have a truck."
That's
we
what
have
you said. You
2
do what makes him
cars."
happy.
That's what I
you
told
said to
him.
him. Oh, he's getting the muscle
Yeah,
car.
he's
now.
getting-
I know.
You don't say that. If you want to, this is your last stand. That's what you
I
say.
know.
Do what makes you happy. He just told you through 5 emails.
Right. But
Get a third car.
good choice.
Then everyone's happy.
I agree with
Well,
you.
yeah, I would have the sincere conversation about, hey, maybe keep the 250.
Get a
thing.
lesser, get a small truck,
Yeah.
and then have a car. That way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like we move stuff all the time. Not people. We're against that.
Right.
We have big items we carry around the state.
Yeah.
Christmas trees, washing machines, whatever.
Sniper rifles.
Sniper rifles, exactly.
Whatever.
Fortunately, those
Snipers
fit.
in the back of the
I got to
truck.
go meet up whatever Liam Neeson's new character is to sell him something.
So
I don't know.
I was
That's
curious.
interesting. Yeah. Because I can't blame him for wanting that car.
No.
No.
And then you had one opportunity to maybe say, hey, don't do this. And you said, do what makes you happy.
And then, but with that, now you've bought yourself something. So he's going to get whatever he wants, and now anything that you want later,
Oh yeah, no,
This
yeah,
is
actually,
green
that's
light.
true.
He's
So you-
absolutely right.
So
You've got
I
that
want
green
the
light.
same
You've got leverage.
courtesy extended to me.
Yeah.
that's true. You've kind of got some buying power.
But
as
I'm
they
never going to
say.
be like, hey, honey, I want a minivan now that we need the extra
No.
I
space.
hope you never say that.
I would just have to get a bigger car. I don't know. But now I feel like if we have two small cars, we're going to need a big car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The stresses of family life. This
Yeah,
is why I'm
right.
scared of commitment.
It should be. It's
Like
terrifying.
this is your big deal
No,
this
these are,
week.
yeah, these
I'm
are
wondering-
Nancy's
These are my
problems.
Yeah, I'm
problems.
wondering if my underwear is clean. And
Nancy's
it is.
problems.
I sniffed it. I gave it the sniff test.
I'm so scared to do sniffing other people's underwear. I just throw them in the wash. I just assume anything I find, I assume it's dirty because I don't want to sniff or touch anything.
Oh, no?
No, I just assume it's dirty.
Are you're in a relationship?
No.
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 Yeah, I'm single.
Completely
How
single.
old are you?
33.
I'm 27, single.
Oh, you got time.
We all got time. Right?
Well, yeah.
I'm out of time.
I was married.
You're out of time. You're running.
I was
out of
married
time.
with a child.
Oh,
No,
were
I
you?
didn't have a child at that point. I was married, though.
You dirty
Right?
dog.
29, I had Braden.
And you were unmarried when he was born?
Yeah.
You got
Oh,
married.
okay. I
at-
didn't know
No,
that.
wait.
You think you know about
No,
it?
I was married when
Yeah.
he was born. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was married at 26, Braden at 29.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Married
good.
at 26.
No, Braden at 28. I don't fucking know.
Either
dude.
way-
I'm
You need to
33.
go home
Either
and
way,
figure some
he
things
still
out.
No
has
shit,
it.
I hope
dude.
this
That's what's
kid isn't
important.
listening
Hold
to the
on.
show
This
right
kid's
now.
I'm
still around, that's the
33.
important
Yeah.
He turns 5 in 2 weeks.
Oh, math.
And this kid won't leave.
Yeah, no, I
Kid
tried.
won't
he's,
leave.
he's
Here.
a decent roommate.
He's decent.
Yeah, they're cute together. He's like his little dude.
That's funny.
Which I think
he
is cool.
He's just a little me.
I do sometimes want that, but then I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can barely take care of myself.
No, it's rough, dude, when you look in your fridge and it's like chocolate milk and then Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm a father? This is fucking
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Hey, what are your thoughts on SpaghettiOs for the 5th day in a row?
He was highlighting
You're all
that
good
shit,
on
and
that?
I'm in.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm in. Yeah, the
When
kid's
you're
like, all right.
when you're an adult and you're drinking Capri Sun because you're dying of thirst, it's when you got to really reevaluate some
Yeah.
shit you're doing
Yeah.
as an adult. you
Right.
know?
I do comedy too much to even do any. I can't.
It's
worry
hard,
about
dude.
anybody
That's
else
why
now.
and that's why I stopped. Part of it, but with the getting married and then wanting to be home and having a child, and so now I'm a single dad, and it's like I have to split up that time.
Yeah.
So every other week, like Wednesdays at Stand Up Scottsdale, are open mics.
Yes.
So I know I can't go every other week because I'm with my
Well,
son.
that's every week.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I can't make it.
Every other
Every
week.
other
I see what
week.
you're saying.
So I know I'm missing those days,
Mm-hmm.
and then all throughout the city is getting on stage. Like I can't go.
Yeah.
at certain times.
It's I get stressed out when I miss a day.
Yeah. No,
I
I
do
know,
it, like
dude. I've
5
been
nights
there.
a week. I'm doing something. I usually do between like 4 and 8 mics a week. Mm-hmm. Like I
Bring
could.
him on the
Dude, I
road.
used to do that at
Yeah,
night
right.
because
Yeah.
I was in LA doing it, and
Oh, yeah?
and every night you run from one club to the next to anywhere. Not even clubs, dude. You just go to coffee houses with mics
Right.
and just jump on there to get some bullshit stage
Yeah.
time, and you do it. So for me, it was like 2, 3, 4 times a night.
Right.
And now it's
You
like,
want some
well,
dick jokes with
fuck.
that coffee? Got about 4, 5 of them.
No, I would. I would wear a coat though because the coffee's hot. I put it on my cock, and then I would just
sure.
stir people's coffees.
Oh
Because,
my god!
Well,
You get the creamer
also,
going?
Yeah, and cream came free. But so we have
I'm
we're
not in the mood for coffee.
you're
anymore
hosting
today.
a show.
Ever.
Mike's hosting the show on the 26th.
Oh,
which
yeah.
we've talked about on here.
Okay.
I will be there performing. Mike will be there performing,
hosting.
running the show.
Yeah. James Hohenscheidt is going to be headlining, who is hilarious, and he's my. If him and I stand next to each other, it looks like a before and after marriage picture. He looks like he's a little heavier set
the
and more
after.
miserable. Yeah.
You always want to
but
be
he
that
looks-
before picture, dude.
Yeah, but people always say I look like him like 10 years younger. He's hilarious. Yeah, so we got a great headliner. That's going to be a monthly show that I'm going to be doing every last Sunday of the month. And it's an opportunity not only for comedians to get up, do 5 minutes in a legit club with, hopefully a legit crowd. This is going to be the first one. I think will be good. Place seats 180. If we get it packed up, that place is amazing.
Dude, we'll sell it out, you guys.
Yeah, we got to do
All
it.
you listeners, sell that bitch out.
Right.
Sunday the 26th. 7 o'clock is the show I'm on. They also have a 9 o'clock show. 10 o'clock, $10. I'm sorry.
Yep.
$10 at the door.
But money
Say you're
goes
there to
back
see me.
to the comedians, too. If you say Kevin's name when you come up to the door, you get to kick back to the comedian, because a lot of times we're out here grinding on this comedy thing and we don't make a damn dollar.
No, dude.
So it's a good opportunity to make some money while you're doing it. There'll be a crowd favorite that we'll choose. The crowd will be able to vote, and whoever wins that is going to win some more money. And then the club will pick a favorite as well. So there's an opportunity to make some money while you're doing this crazy dream of ours.
Yeah, man. You done shows where you've had to go out and you lose money?
Oh,
Like in different cities? You done that yet?
I mean, so I've done the show in, it usually coincides with my traveling, though. But, like, I did a show back in Cincinnati at Go Bananas, and I didn't make anything, and I'm bringing, like, 50 people to the club.
Yeah.
So the next time, I mean, and no disrespect, I mean, that club is amazing.
I love
First
Go
of all,
Bananas.
yeah, they gave me a platform to be able to do comedy in front of my friends and stuff. But
I've done that
on the
club.
business aspect of it,
Yeah. Funny Bone, too.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, in Newport?
Yeah.
And so, from the business aspect of it, I'm sitting here thinking, all right, I could probably bring 50, 60 people out to a bar, too.
Yeah.
And make my own, make money at the door. And so I think I might do that the next time I'm in Cincy. But, yeah, so I don't ever think about it as losing money, because I gain more knowledge of what I'm doing on stage and see if this hits in different clubs.
Yeah.
So.
It's exactly the way you got to think about it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
you'll
tough
get
to think
shit.
about it, but
You'll get a call. You've been doing it. You're good enough, I think, and you're going to keep doing it, and you're into it. You'll get a call one of these days that'll be like, "Hey, do you want to do a show in Utah, in Colorado?"
Right. I crush
Anywhere
Utah
but
clubs.
Utah.
Yeah, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, I'll get the stage time in it," but it's in like 3 days. You drive up there, you fucking spend money on that. They don't put you up anywhere.
Oh.
You pay for the hotel, you pay for your food. They give you $50. You're like, I just spent $150, $200 to get here. You lose money, but it's worth it.
Well, that's tough to justify that.
You
being
do
worth it,
have
but
to
at
justify
the
it.
same time, you got to think about it. Yeah, and I got a good job. I'm fine with that. I got a college education, so like I'm actually in a unique situation where it's not about money for me. And I respect the dudes where it is. They're on that 100% comedy is my thing.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm not ready for yet. And I got an income coming in, but shit, I'm working just as hard as them right now too. So I'll catch up.
It's killer.
But yeah, it's been fun.
You're a good dude, man.
You're a good.
Loved
dude.
having you on.
You're a good lady.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks so much for coming on.
Oh yeah, it was a pleasure.
You guys
do it
was-
again one time.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We'll totally have you back on. We'll see you on the 26th.
Yes.
Everybody be at Stand Up Scottsdale, January 26th, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. Again, I'm on the 7 p.m. show, so show up to that and say you're there to see me, and then go to the 9 o'clock show again and pay and say you're there to see Michael. So that then
Stalk
we
me
can
on
both make
Facebook, Michael Turner.
Twitter?
I say some funny things every once in a while. MJ Turner 513 is Instagram and Twitter.
All right.
So yeah, follow your boy.
Killer, guys. Thank y'all for listening. We'll see you next week. And Nancy, you got anything to say?
I'm out. I'm good.
All right, that's it then. Fuck it. Bye.
Bye.
This has been another great presentation by the 4-Eyed Radio Network. You can find more information at 4eyedradio.com.